country grammar. It's Savannah, blow 30 mil like I'm hammer going.
Oh, say does that.
Greetings, everyone. Hope you're as excited as we are to watch 7 play 8. It's the Eastern Conference Play-In Tournament on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now Atlanta starting 5. We've got a Kongwu, Trey Young out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Riza Shea, and it's Gay in at the 4 spot. And for Orlando, on the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Bancaro and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Joseph in at the point. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Wagner. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
To the wing on the left. Back to a Kongwu. Stolen by Carter. Now Caldwell Pope. Pass to Wagner. Six on the shot clock. The baseline, Jay. Okongwu with the rebound. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Gay. Here's Daniels. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Here's Joseph, guarded by Young. Carter, the pass to Bancaro. Here's Joseph. Bancaro the screen. They get it back. Tries again. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Gay. Back to Young. Picked up by Okongwu. Young, the pass to Okongwu. That puts him in the lead.
He's so dangerous in that action. Nice decision there from Young.
Here's Joseph, guarded by Young. Now here's Bancaro. He's closely guarded. Pass to Joseph. Bancaro with a screen on Young. Joseph drains the triple.
You know, once a weakness in his game, Corey Joseph has worked extremely hard on his outside shot. And like I say all the time, the proof is in the pudding.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 1. And out on the wings, Zach Riza-Shea has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite. I mean, 6'10", about 250, Bancaro imposing his will inside.
Here's Young. And it's Atlanta scoring again. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Bancaro. For 3, Caldwell Pope gets the 3 to fall. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Contavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
And here is Young. They set the pick. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Oh, you have to love the spin move there. But he couldn't quite gather himself for the shot.
Pass to Joseph. Wagner with a screen on Young. Here's Joseph. The kick out to Banchero. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Houston, he's checked in for Orlando. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Rizashe. Back to Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. Daniels misses. Orlando leading. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie. Magic leading by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. The free throw drops for Banchero. This is a game neither of these teams wanted to play. They were both hoping to capture a 6th seed during the regular season. Rest up for round 1. Instead, they finished 7 and 8 and are in danger of missing the playoffs.
And that's what makes tonight especially important. A win automatically locks up the 7th seed for you. Now, you increase your momentum going into the playoffs, too. It's actually an opportunity to step up your game before the postseason starts.
And for the loser tonight, it's just the opposite. Momentum is running away from you. You have to turn it around quickly to play in the elimination game. And even if you win that, you're going to be exhausted heading into a 7-game series.
You know, he entered the league as a straight-line dribble driver, KCP. He's worked hard to add some wiggle to his game.
Here's Rizashe. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Orlando making some changes. Isaac, he's checked in for Houston. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Banchero. So for the Hawks. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Back to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Down low. And the dunk by Isaac.
And, you know, Isaac is a high percentage shooter. Takes good shots and makes a good percentage of them. And he's very skilled at getting position to throw it down on you.
Niang a screen. Nice D from Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They're leading by 8. Caldwell-Pope finds Isaac. Isaac with a screen on Levert. And Anthony, here we go. And the shot's good.
Fighting to the finish. Cole Anthony gets his and then some.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
The free throw drops for Anthony.
And when it comes to efficiency, Anthony's strongest suit is at the line.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Levert outside. Niang outside. Barlow passes to Krejci. Levert with the ball. Shot from the low post is good.
You know, you can see the confidence level Levert has by how often he hunts for his shot. especially from there.
It's tipped. Pass to Isaac. Back to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Over Levert. And it's Wagner missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Levert. Into the lane. Pass to Barlow. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, Levert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. No good with the triple. Hawks trail by 7. Now here's man. Levert passes to Krejci. Here's man. Niang a screen. Man misses. Orlando leading by 7. Pass to Wagner. Harris with it. Still without a bucket. Goes up on the baseline. Jump shot is good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Inside.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Back to Harris. Pass to Black. And here's Anthony. And it's Niang with the rebound.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Barlow. It's blocked. Black passes to Anthony. Up and in on the layup. Anthony's got his second basket on the night.
Kept moving and found an opening. Staying active, Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That'll be a second foul of the game.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already. Not the way you want to start a ball game.
Batase's checked in for Wagner. Orlando leading by 9. On the wing, Anthony. He's got 5.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Hawks trail by 11. Here's Krejci. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Barlow passes to Niang. Here's Krejci. The Hawks need to get one up here. Barlow. It's hauled in by Isaac.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Harris outside. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Batadze. The pass to Anthony. Harris a screen. And Anthony, here we go. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's LeVert. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Welcome back to the second quarter of this play-in tournament matchup. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 11-point game. Wagner and Isaac, the duo at forward. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Black in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Black. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Black passes to Isaac. Now Caldwell Pope. He shoots. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Young. Here's Rizachet. Out to the right wing. Young with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Here's Rizachet. The kick out to Young. Cash! Trae Young with a triple.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Black. Chalk up 2 there.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Gay. Young with it. Now Okongwu, hounded by Harris. Okongwu with the bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Picked by Isaac. To the paint. And the dunk by Isaac.
Outstanding footwork from Isaac on that play. Breaks up the defense and gets himself a good shot.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Orlando making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Harris. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
The inside game of Harris continues to get better. He's effective at finding spots inside to score from.
Young against Banchero. Pass to Daniels. Now Young. 5 on the clock. Picked up by Okongwu. Daniels passes to Young. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shots good by Black.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Now here's Young. Tightly guarded. Young goes in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 7 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
That one falls. And the Magic lead by 13.
And the mechanics Banchero has shown are already solid, which is what makes him a dangerous shooter.
To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Black passes to Banchero. A little mid-range shot is up. That one rolls around and rims out. Hawks trail by 11. Here's Rizachet. No luck on that one. Nice D from Wagner to the paint. Banchero from close range.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Right side, Young shoots. The wide open shot is on the money. Young's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Banchero outside. Harris outside. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 11. On the take. Here's the second effort. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Throws it up. Perfect execution from Banchero.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Harris. Houston comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Joseph is subbed in for Black. Hawks trail by 13. Inside, Barlow lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Wagner outside. Right wing. And Carroll with it. Niang's there. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on George Niang.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
The free throw drops for Banchero. Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA. Banchero's versatility, impressive. He's a big that can do a little bit of everything.
Love her. That's good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 14. They set the screen. Down low. Here's Houston. And another shot. Right side Carter. Shot clock at 6. Tries yet again. Barlow grabs a miss. Hawks trail by 11. Here's Gay. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
2 shots.
That free throw misses. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Orlando. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. And Carroll passes to Joseph. Wagner outside. To the middle. Paolo strong.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Pass to Rizache. Picked up by Akongu. Puts it up. Oh, Carter with the block.
Wendell Carter Jr. at 6'11", able to use his great length to get the block right there. Impressive.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Here's LeVert. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 2. Atlanta again missing. Down low. Here's Banchero. Banchero unfazed by the contact.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
There's Young with the 3. He buries it from 3. Young's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
And Carroll with it. And it's Niang picking him up. And it's Wagner missing. Hawks trail by 12. Barlow passes to Young. LeVert outside. For 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, Banchero all the way.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Now here's Young. The D's right on him. Dives for it. Barlow misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Banchero. Give him 20. Left side, Young. Oh, Young! So tough at his size.
The control of Young, unleashing a devastating dribble move and finding the shot.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. Hits the trifecta. Wagner's got 5 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Young misses.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
The kick out to Banchero. And Carroll with a screen on Young. Back to Banchero. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Young, the pass to Niang. LeVert outside. Back to Niang. And the layup falls.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Banchero. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screening rolls.
Here's Young. 14 points for him. Pass to man. Outside Young. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Joseph passes to Carter. Here's Banchero. Off target with a jump hook. And so it's Orlando up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Orlando Magic.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complementary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. With the lead they hold in this game, Shaq, the 7th seed within reach.
Can't feel that good about it. Even if they win, they have a long road ahead of them in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Shaq, they can't be worried about that right now. All they could do is win tonight.
Shaq looking more at the big picture, it appears. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And welcome back to the action in the third quarter of this all-important play-in game. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And welcome back to 2K Sports coverage of the play-in game as we move to the second half of action. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. Then it's Rizache. Then there's Okongwu. And it's Gay in at the power forward. Now here's Carter. And Carroll with a screen on Young. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Gay's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Okongwu. That shot missing. Oh, nice D from Carter. And Carroll passes to Joseph. There's the drive. Gay with a rebound.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Young. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 8 rebounds in the game. And it's Wagner missing.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Pass to Rizache. Here's Daniels. He's checked by Carter. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Picked by Carter to the paint. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Now here's Young. He's got 17. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Wagner for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Gay's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
To the inside. Here's Okongwu. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's see those dance moves. No thanks.
little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Wagner. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Wagner's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Back to Young. Fires it. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Young's got 19 points. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that. Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all.
First team foul. At the line for Orlando,
And Banchero, no good on that one. Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Daniels. Right side, Young. Here's a Kongwu. And Carter with the block.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying off. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector, in my opinion.
Goes up again. And he takes it up and lays it in. Carter's gotten 4 this quarter.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pass to Rizachet. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Rizachet's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, great look for Rizachet. Close in, gets it done.
Here's Banchero. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Young. Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has gotten himself going with a triple. His 1st basket of the game.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Carter, good.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pass to Daniels, to the left wing. Here's Rizachet. Over to the wing. Here's Young. Oh, Young with the power move.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Banchero, right side. Pass to Wagner. Knocks it down from distance. Wagner's got 10.
He drilled 1 from deep in the 1st half, doing it again here in the 2nd.
Back to Young. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Inside. Here's Banchero. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, some aggressive play from Banchero, putting the defender into a bad spot with that pump fake.
Houston, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Joseph. Hawks trail by 15. Niang outside. Right side, Young. Over Banchero. Young with the bucket. Young's got 23 points.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
Carter missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. Atlanta's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And there's the screen. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Here's LeVert. Here's a Kongwu. It doesn't go for him. Oh, nice D from Carter. Magic leading by 12. To the inside. And a Kongwu with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Orlando making some changes. Isaac comes in for Carter. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Wagner. Here's Houston. Knocks down the triple. Houston's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Pass to Niang. To the middle. Fearless from Young inside.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And Carroll with a screen on Young. Oh, man, Carroll throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Young finds LeVert. Picked up by a Kongwu. Pass to Niang. Orlando grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18. Anthony right side. Here's Black. Down low. Clock at 4. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And he banks in the layup. Daniels has got 5 points in the quarter.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Knocked loose. Now here's LeVert. Defense is right there. Uses the glass on the layup. LeVert's got 8.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Young, the pass to LeVert. Here's a Kongwu. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Here's Black, guarded by Young. Pass to Houston. Puts up a 3. A Kongwu with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Niang outside. To the wing, right side. To the paint. Tipped.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. Here's Young. 26 points for him. Pass to Daniels. Young, the pass to a Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
Yeah, what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
Here's Anthony. And it's Niang with the rebound. Niang's got 5 rebounds in the game. LeVert passes to Young. And And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 6-point lead. Isaac with a screen on Young. And Anthony, here we go. And he makes it. Anthony's gotten his third basket of the night.
You see the quickness there from Anthony, beating everybody to the spot.
Daniels passes to LeVert. Now here's Young. Back to Niang. Pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. Over Harris. Here's LeVert. De Silva with the rebound.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
LeVert goes against Harris. Now here's Anthony. He's got 7. Nails it from 3. And now an 11-point Orlando lead.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's Orlando closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we welcome you back as we head into the fourth quarter of this decisive play-in game. Filling out the wings, Anthony and Wagner. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. And it's Black in at point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get his coin above the rim and make it look easy.
Niang a screen. Here's LeVert. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Down low. Here's Anthony. And it's good for 2.
Well, that's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Niang a screen. Puts up a deep 3. Young can't hit.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
Isaac finds Anthony. Back to Isaac. Wagner outside. Picked by Carter. The Magic need to put one up here. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Rizachet. LeVert with the ball. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's Wagner. Now here's Anthony. He's checked by LeVert. Anthony with a bucket.
Nice, smooth jump shot from Anthony. I like him in that medium range area.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Rizachet. Lays it up and banks it in. Orlando leading by 15. Here's Black. Now Wagner. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
And Gwen Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And Caro's checked in for Isaac. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Here's LeVert. Pass to Rizachet. Young looking over the floor. Lets it fly. And Atlanta misses again.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Banchero finds Wagner. Back to Banchero. And the three off target.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Rizachet, no good. Magic leading by 17 to the middle. The kick out to Banchero. That three's off the mark. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Young won't be held back.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Banchero outside. Pass to Carter. Hey, from beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Carter's got 13 in the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Orlando's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Anthony, the pass to Black. And here's Wagner. Banchero outside. Here's Carter, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karis LeVert.
Carter Jr. plays with an impressive physicality. I think it's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
And the Magic making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. LeVert outside. Pass to Okongwu. To the inside. Outside Young. 5 to shoot. The three from Rizachet. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Caldwell Pope with it. And it's Young picking him up. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. This one for 3. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Daniels. Here's Rizachet. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Gage checked in for LeVert. Now here's Young. Lets the three fly, and Atlanta misses again.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
Banchero the screen. Wagner for 3. And that's collected by Trae Young. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Okongwu finds Young. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Black. Here's Carter. Cashes in the 12-footer. Carter's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Here's Daniels to the right side. Young releases from the wing and drills it. Young's got 33.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's Black. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
The entire defense was frozen foot. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Now here's Young. Defense right on him. Inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Carter. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Wagner. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Orlando has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Carter against Okongwu. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And Carroll with it. Launches it. The rebound by Atlanta. Daniels has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Risache. Okongwu with it. Picked up by Okongwu. There's Young with the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks. I don't know if that's the recipe.
Joseph is checked in for Orlando. Now here's Banchero. Back to Wagner. Good on the shot.
Yeah, Wagner's showing he has the strength to beat contact.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Here's Young. Rebounded by Joseph. The Magic shooting 56% today. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero right side. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Pass to Young. Here's Risache. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the 7 seed, all signs pointing to the postseason. You love how they've come in and executed.
Yeah, great game plan and great communication at both ends. They might be a tough out going forward.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Paolo Banchero.
They couldn't have asked more from him, putting up the sick triple-double.
Now here's Wagner. Outside, Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Okongwu with the bucket.
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trey can dish it effectively.
Pass to Banchero. It's rebounded by Risache. Outside Young. And there it is. The Orlando Magic come away with a huge win, securing their slot in the first round of the NBA playoffs. That's what you expect from a 7 seed, and it's what they expected of themselves.
You're right. I mean, they came in upset. Couldn't nab the 6th seed to avoid all this. They used that frustration, though, to ensure they wouldn't have to play another game in this play-in tournament.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Guys, thank you. Wendell, you were dialed in offensively. What was it that had you going?
My teammates just been finding me in my right spots, practicing my shots, taking my open shots, and, just being confident.
Thanks, Wendell.
All right, Allie, good